All right. This is Booty Call, the podcast channel. Special segment called Tone's Takes, where it is just Tone today. Just Tone up in the building. It's 11:38 p.m. Tuesday, May 7th. I hope y'all had a wonderful, blessed day, and I hope everything's going well for you so far in life, in person, whatever the fuck it ends up being. Um, but yeah, Breezy couldn't join us today, so we have a episode where I just ramble in y'all ear for however long I feel like it. So first, starting off with telling y'all how my day was. Pretty solid, but somehow in the morning I needed to change my socks. You know how it is, gotta put new socks on. I'm looking around, I find three pairs of socks. Two of them are dirty socks. One of them is So two of the pairs I find are already dirty, and then the only other pair I find are ankle no-show little tiny ass socks. So what the fuck do I do, right? Because I don't want to wear no tiny ass ankle socks. I did it. I bit the bullet in half and I wore the fucking ankle socks, and I wore pants too, so no one could see my tan line because my tan line is kicking. But yeah, so tiny ass little ankle socks. My pants were like brushing against them the whole day. It felt weird. It felt so entirely weird just to have like just something I was completely not used to. Um, that's pretty much it for how my day went. However, I did write down a couple points I just want to talk to you guys about before we get into into the bets, into something a little deeper for today. I went to Jack in the Box today also, and I have discovered Sauced and Loaded is the most bullshit of all fucking time. So if you go there, you can get pretty much anything in a little tiny little fucking box for whatever price it is, and for $1 more, it'll be sauced and loaded. And what does sauced and loaded mean? It means they put good sauce and ranch on it. Good sauce and ranch are fucking free at Jack in the Box. So you're paying $1 extra for somebody else to put sauce on your chicken nuggets. There is no fucking, that's a fucking scam right there. And I'm just realizing it, and I just don't want to, I got to share this information to the public because what the fuck? I got so close to buying, I looked at it, I'm not a ranch guy, by the way. Little side note, step backwards. Ranch is fucking disgusting. Piss that shit away from my city. I hate ranch. Good sauce, on the other hand, oh boy, do I dip the tacos in good sauce. Dude, I dip my fingers in the good sauce just to suck on them later. I'd be a real freak for that good sauce. That shit is good. The good sauce is good. They named it perfectly. If you guys haven't had it, it's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of got like a barbecue-ish tang to it, but it's not as, it's like a little more subtler. I'd probably guess it's like a mix of like barbecue sauce, ketchup, maybe a little mayonnaise, and maybe like a teeny bit of mustard. It sounds gross when I describe it, but just go fucking try it. It's the best fucking sauce in the world. But they use it on the sauce and loaded anything. Sauce and loaded mini tacos, sauce and loaded popcorn chicken, sauce and loaded fries, I assume they have. And they charge you $1 for it, but you can really just get the fucking sauce cups for free and make it yourself without paying the extra $1. And if you guys are so inclined to pay the extra $1, maybe we'll put my Cash App in the handle or something, because I'll take any dollar you're willing to give me. Just who I am, I'll take whatever. Next topic I feel like I needed to get to. Y'all been seeing this Rashee Rice shit? I know it's a big topic. He did that whole speed chase fucking crash out in the super nice cars on a highway in Dallas. He did some shit though he was under investigation for. But since doing that, I think it said it was 2:30 a.m. on Monday, also in Dallas. Get the fuck out of Dallas. Rashee Rice allegedly hit a photographer, and no major injuries, no life-threatening injuries, but just like swelling on his face, bruises, and black eyes and whatnot. Also in Dallas, bro, what the fuck is in the water in the water in Dallas? Wish I could fucking tell you. Another point I have, Vivek, the Kings owner. So I'm just jumping. My apologies. There's been really no fucking good transitions. But Vivek, the Kings owner, posted an Instagram post where it appears in the photo, like based off the photo, it looks like he went golfing with a bunch of people. And to Vivek's left is three, I'm guessing, coach or personnel staff or something, three people I don't recognize. And on Vivek's right is Malik Monk, Keegan Murray, and Mike Brown. I am not entirely sure what that means, but I mean, you got Malik Monk going golfing with, or supposedly it appears that they're going golfing. So I'm just gonna say they went golfing. But you got Malik Monk supposedly going golfing with Mike Brown, Keegan, the Kings owner, and three other Kings people who get paid by the Kings. That seems like a very, very, very good sign. Malik is staying in Sacramento. And that's just all what it seems to me. Like I'm not an insider. I don't know why they went golfing. I don't know if it was like a breakup golfing trip, or I have no idea what it was. But seeing how Mike Brown and Keegan were there as well, like Mike Brown's not going anywhere this year. Keegan's possibility, Malik Monk's the highest question one, but the fact Mike Brown was there is like, dude, it kind of seems like these are people that are staying. Like these are people you want to hold on to. That was just a very, very big relieving sign for me. And while we're on the Kings, I was thinking of a new player trade possibility. I think you could get for way under value. Now, hear me out. Let me explain myself after I tell you what the person is, what the trade is. Okay. Sacramento Kings to acquire a guy from the Wizards, not Kyle Kuzma, a guy named Jordan Poole to come to Sacramento. How are you guys? I know Jordan Poole is up and down, shaky a little bit, all of these things. But if you see what he did in fucking Golden State when he was well supported, the whole city was behind him, he was doing well. Like, like it's sort of like that idea, like if you fucking talk to plants and flowers, they grow, bloom, and have seeds faster and shit like that. This is the whole entire thing. This is my whole entire argument for Jordan Poole to come to Sacramento is I think that Sacramento would genuinely appreciate who he is and how he plays, and I think that is such a deciding factor in how he plays, and I think that since he did so poorly in Washington, we could very easily make Jordan Poole an undervalued player that comes to Sacramento and does something crazy. And how I think we do this, I'm not entirely sure payroll budget or whatnot wise how it would work, but I think we could probably get away with trading Kevin Huerter and Davion Mitchell to the Wizards for Jordan Poole. I'm 100% certain there are not a lot of you guys that are on board with that, but just I genuinely think that could be a great idea. We get Kevin Huerter out of that sounds bad. I'm not trying to say get the fuck away, Kevin Huerter. I'm just saying, like, if we get Kevin Huerter out, boom, we now have an open spot on the starting lineup where Malik Monk slips into, and then Jordan Poole can be our sixth man coming off the bench doing the same shit he was doing in Golden State, but backed by a city and a team that shows support and love and growth. And I genuinely think that is something that could work. So yeah, everyone talking about Kyle and Davion deserves to Davion deserves a chance to shine, and it's not going to happen in Sacramento. It's going to happen with the Wizards or the Hornets or the Pistons or just some team that's terrible. He deserves a chance to show what he can do, and I just unfortunately do not think he's going to be getting that chance in Sacramento. So I think that works on both fronts. We clear our 2 spot for Malik Monk. We get Davion a chance to go show what he's actually made of. And then we bring in Jordan Poole to be the fire off the bench that we would be losing if Malik Monk ran the 2 starting. And again, I know that sounds like a stretch, but I genuinely think that could fucking work. I know we have a lot of guards, but like, fuck it, dude. Small ball, if that's what we're going to run in Sacramento, that's what we're going to run. And I think Jordan Poole was a small ball specialist, to be completely fucking honest with you. So, yeah, that's it on my Jordan Poole to Sacramento chat. I just, if it happened, I would be all fucking for it, and I would see the vision. I see the vision, and I hope you guys can see the vision as well, because this is something that genuinely makes so much fucking sense to me in like a price, blah blah blah, price, contract, starting minutes, like every single aspect of Jordan Poole coming to the Kings makes sense. The only thing that is there is like the risk of maybe he can't be the player that he was when he was in Golden State, and that's fine. That's fine. That's a risk you have to take as the Kings to get to the next step. You're not going to get to the next step, just with your feet. It's not just like walking upstairs. It's not as easy as that. Like, there is risk that needs to be involved. And I think the risk and reward for not drafting, my apologies. I think the risk and reward for trading for a Jordan Poole is there. I think the risk is high, but the reward is way fucking higher. It's through the roof, because if you get rid of, like, what you have to get to acquire Jordan Poole is nothing that will really set you too far back. We'll still have Fox. We'll still have Sabonis. We'll still have Keegan. Okay, I'm talking about just this one trade. If just this one trade went through, we'd still have Fox. We'd still have Keegan. We'd still have Sabonis. We'd still have Malik. So sure, there's the risk there of it's a bad trade, but there's not really a risk in losing your core squad that you plan on building around. And I just think it's worth a shot. I think it's something that can genuinely work. Granted, some other trades happening to get like maybe a better 4, or no hate on Harrison, but just doing some trades around to get a better 4. I think that is something that you could genuinely pull off as the Sacramento Kings. I also, one last thing I want to say before I start poking around the bets today. I seem to be alone on an island thinking that Caleb Williams, alone in like a what I'm reading island, that I believe Caleb Williams is the truth. Caleb Williams might not be a Tom Brady, but dude, I think Caleb Williams is a damn sure fucking baller. Caleb Williams is I don't know, dude's pocket presence, his reading, his ability, his just like understanding of the game is something that I haven't seen in a very long time. Just like he just seems to make the right decision every single time, and I know that's going to be a lot harder in the NFL to do, but I don't know, just the way he played in college is very, very promising. And if I can get Caleb Williams in like round 8 or 9 of a fantasy draft, that's what I'm doing. I'm fading quarterback till I can get Caleb, because I genuinely think that he's going to put up numbers. He's not going to be like insane. He's not going to break records he might break franchise records his first season, because the Bears franchise records are kind of sloppy and poor. But yeah, I think that he is a good quarterback. I think he's going to finish probably top 15 easy. I think he's going to finish top 15 quarterbacks of 2024 season. He might even finish top 10 quarterbacks. Like, I genuinely have a belief in Caleb Williams that a lot of people seem to have issues believing in. But now that's all the things I just wanted to get off of my chest. Um, Looking forward to tomorrow. We only have one game, one basketball game. It's going to be the Indiana Pacers versus the New York Knicks, and Tyrese Haliburton is a game time decision for that game, so there's a chance he doesn't play. But honestly, he didn't really play the last game either. Like, I don't know what he did. He scored 6 points, he hit 2 threes, and that was about it. Uh, he had 8 assists. I remember that, and that's Tyrese. Like, 8 assists is 8 assists. That's a great number, but that is still small for Tyrese Haliburton. He's still a man who's recovering from his hamstring injury from earlier in the season, and it sucks. It hurts. Like, I don't like. I hate when players just aren't the same after injury. It's fucking like D Rose all over again. But if that's how it's gonna be, that's how it's gonna be. Like, my goal here is to bet money on the games and to win money on the games, and I will always put myself first. So if Tyrese Haliburton is continuously not showing up, I'm going to continuously bet that he doesn't. And until it doesn't work, because at some point it's not going to work, but he just seems like he's injured or whatnot. And I don't like any of the individual lines. He's at 16.5 points, 9 assists, 4 rebounds. So I'm just going to take him under 30.5 PRAs because of all the reasons that I just told you. Whoa, okay. Because of all the reasons I just told you. I'm looking now. Jalen Brunson's point line is 37.5. Yes, you did hear me right. 37.5. Which, I mean, it seems like something that he's been going over. I think he's got 40 points in like four games in a row now, maybe 5. He's just been balling. He's been Jalen Brunson in it, and like, my initial thought would be to take the over, but it's just, dude, that number is steep as fuck, so I'm just going to avoid it for the time being, and poke around some of the other numbers. Like, we have Pascal SiakHIM, 20.5 points. I know I've taken it very, 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 very often, but, dude, if it's going to keep making me money very, very, very often, it makes the most sense to keep trying. He's also somehow at 7.5 rebounds. I didn't see how many he got the first game, but that just seems like a small number. Josh Hart is back at 12.5 rebounds, which, if you guys don't remember, we took rebounds and assists at 18.5 last game, which just straight cashed. It just ka-ching, ka-ching. So I think I'm going to double down on that one and take it again, because I don't see a world or a land in which it misses. Poking through a couple more. We've got Miles McBride. I took him last time they played, but dude only played like I took him for 10.5 PRAs, and he got 1. He got 1 between points, rebounds, and assists. But he had bageled in points, bageled in rebounds, and he got 1 assist. So 8.5 PRAs still looks nice, but after what he did to me that first time, I don't think I have the stones on me to go and take that. So far, the 2 bets I'm sitting with right now are just Tyrese Haliburton and Josh Hart. I am very, 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 very tempted to take Pascal. Fuck it. I'm not going to tempt myself longer. I'm also going to take Pascal SiakHIM over 20.5 points just because, why not? Why not? It seems like something that I could rock with. It seems like something he's been getting really close. He actually did not get it last game, for those of you who were wondering that. He had 11 going into the fourth quarter and finished with 19. So, therefore, we've seen that he can, when they were down, like, he can get the points if he wants to, because he's Pascal fucking Siakam. And he wears big baggy shorts. Just what he does. He gets the points. He wears the shorts. He wears the shorts in my parlays. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a quick little easy 3-banger for y'all tomorrow. Tyrese Haliburton, less than 30.5 PRAs. Josh Hart, higher than 18.5 rebounds and assists. And Pascal Siakam, higher than 20.5 points. and that's going to bring us into the Walk of Shame, as we were planning on calling it. However, it wasn't entirely shameful today. It was not entirely shameful. So if you guys remember from yesterday, we had called Drew Holiday to go over in points, Donovan Mitchell to go over in points, Jaylen Brown to go over in points. All of that happened, and we were flirting with the idea of Jason Tatum to go under in points. That happened too. Brent Rooker let me down. This is baseball just for 1 second. I'm sorry, bear with me. I know it's boring. Brent Rooker let me down. He did not score a home run, so he kind of sold my parlay. But other than that, pretty much all of that's it. So yeah, Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, and Donovan Mitchell all went over their point lines like we had suggested they would, and Jason Tatum went way underneath. Kind of makes me bring up the question. It might be a little bit early, but is Jason Tatum washed? Like, is this the beginning of the end for Jason Tatum? Because we have all these new stars coming into the league, or not coming into the league, but like showing up into the league, into where like their roles would make it seem like that they're supposed to be. Like Ant-Man, Shea, Luka, Jokic is kind of older, but I'd even count Jokic in this little thing. Chet's a young star. Brunson, I know he's not the youngest, but Brunson and like that whole entire squad he has is pretty young as well. Cat's young. Like all of these people are, I know that Tatum's probably only like 28 or something, but all of these people are kind of coming to light, and Jason Tatum seems like his light is fading. And I know it is way too fucking early to say that he's washed, but it seems like the beginning of an end for Jason Tatum. It was a good run. I don't know why he got slandered and hated on for so long. Like, it might be just because he's the Dak Prescott of the NBA. But, yeah, I never hate the guy himself. It's just, I kind of think that the league is kind of outgrowing him already. Like the league is already outgrowing Jason Tatum's game, and it sucks that happened to him so fucking quickly, but dude made his money, got hella fucking sponsorships. I know he was on like every fucking single commercial for a couple weeks ago. But yeah, I think that Jason Tatum probably going to have a couple like breakout games, couple good games, but I think in general, Jason Tatum's averages will start going down over the next couple of years. I think he's already peaked in the NBA. But I don't know where I was at before that. We took all those people over, Jason Tatum under. We had Shea Gilgeous-Alexander for more than 28.5 points. He got 29. He just perfect line by the line maker, and I honestly thought he'd go over way more, but I also thought the score would be closer. This was 117-95 battle, so yeah. And then we also had Luka under 8.5 first quarter points. He finished with 8. That was the most perfect, awesomest, sweatiest bet you could ever watch in your lifetime. Like, if you got to watch that with real eyes and you had that taken, oh my God, you probably switched your pants like 4 or 5 times. Shit stains, cum stains, piss stains, vomit stains. It was sweat stains, skid marks. It was the greatest fucking bet of all time. That was a beauty and a banger to watch happen. But yeah, I'm not entirely too sure what else I need to talk about. I'm gonna go over one more time in case I have any more anything else to say. No, I think that is kind of it for today. Yeah. There is something I do want to say. So tomorrow, or I guess when I wake up, probably today for you guys, I don't know, but Wednesday, May 8th, either tomorrow or today. I don't know when y'all are listening to this. So Wednesday, May 8th, there are big plans and big changes being set into action. So we've been kind of missing a couple episodes here and there, doing what we needed to do. Personal life will always come first. Sorry for you guys for for not getting episodes. We really do try. But yeah, tomorrow we have a bunch of new steps and progress to make this podcast better planned. And they might not all take effect tomorrow, but they will all take their first steps tomorrow. And if there's any feedback or whatnot, it would be really appreciated if you guys shared. This is a podcast for the listeners. I listen to it too, but it's mainly for everyone listening who wants to make money, wants to, just enjoy a couple hours of their time or a half an hour or however long it ends up being. We've got new steps tomorrow planned. And then I think that is about it. Yeah, not too much going on. If you guys want to like, share, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications, because we're getting to a point where we're going to start figuring out a set schedule of when we're going to drop episodes and when everything's going to happen. But until we get there, it will be a little bit shaky on when episodes come out. I do truly apologize. But, there's an end goal we're aiming for. And there's a couple leaps and cracks in this bridge that we need to take before we get to the other side. And I want to thank all the listeners who are sticking through it to get to the other end of the bridge with us. And, yeah, pretty much we appreciate you guys. And this is Tones. I was going to say it's a booty call out, but I guess this ain't really a booty call. It's just Tones Takes, episode 1. Tones Takes